Hey, I'm Meghann Scully, and this is the Limerick Post Show. We're here in Limerick Printmakers, and I'm joined by Lisa Daly of Limerick Pride, where something very special is happening today. Tell me what's going on here.
Well, today the lovely girls at Limerick Printmakers always, the last couple of years, have agreed to do this printing for us. So you bring along your T-shirts, bags, and it's basically get parade ready, and they do a free of charge for us each year, which is great. So I just hope that there's more and more turnout each time they put on the event for them.
It's absolutely incredible, and I was told to bring an 100% cotton t-shirt for it, so I have to say I tore my wardrobe apart. I was like, surely I have something, and I found something, so we're going to get it printed up soon. But how important is it for places around Limerick to get involved at Limerick Pride and doing something like this?
It's very important because one of the girls here, they do our logo, so it's so visible then to go out with the colours, and then it has a further parade, and people keep them as well, so it keeps the rainbow along. Then when we have companies involved, there's more awareness, we have more events, so it really pushes it out more, shows the LGBT more, and I think it's more exposure for us, more spaces for us, and with that has shown the growth that Limerick, with more places like the Limerick Printmakers coming behind us, and it's not just pub events and things like that. It shows that there's a lot of different choices with events now, so it opens it all up. We're not just hiding down a lane in some bar.
I think it's amazing to see too. When I came back to Limerick there the other week, seeing all the flags all the way along the bridge, it just like it brightens up the whole place. But it's so good to see that so many people are supporting Pride now.
Yeah, last year we had to do without the flags because Limerick Pride is a charity organisation, so we're all voluntarily, so when it came to the flags, we couldn't afford it because the flags are just so expensive. It comes over €2,000 for us to put up them flags. So for us to actually provide that, we would have had to sacrifice the festival. So this year, the Indie Pride last year was something that I really highlighted, and I wanted it to be highlighted. I wanted people to notice the flags missing. So people got onto us, and with that, we contacted the council and put pressure on the council that this should be shown. Like, we shouldn't have to keep scraping up yours for raffle books to try and put these things up, because it's us trying to highlight the city, and as you said yourself, it adds so much colour to the city, so they should be supporting us and getting behind us more and things like that. So really, while I'm involved, I will constantly put that foot up the backside to make sure that there's rainbows.
I have to say, I think it's great seeing some events, like you said. It's not just pubs anymore. Yeah. There's a makeup demo taking place tomorrow, and and there's a load more things. There's a quiz as well, I believe, taking place one of the nights.
The quiz last night, the table quiz, and tomorrow night is the makeup in the Clayton. That's with Jake Meehan. He's coming up from Cork. I think he's over 12,000 Instagram followers, so I think it's the younger one, so hopefully now they turn up, because it's the first time we brought a makeup kind of tutorial into it, and it was, a lot of it was to identify as well, not just with the younger gays and wanted to know what the makeup's, and same with guys who now love their makeup, but it was also we receive a lot of questions from the trans community about makeup, and whereas Jake, we found, was the person that was best to suit both male and female and could give them advice because he often wears it himself, so we thought he'd be the best person to bring. Then we have Thursday in the commercial, we have movie and bingo night.
It looks like a lot of fun.
We're bringing, the movie will be the Stonewall riots, to kind of just give people the gist of really what happened, the ones that wouldn't be so familiar with it. We brought Carrie Dewey. We're after hiring her again to come back because we had her hired for Mr. Miss the other night, and she went down a storm. People were falling off the seats from laughing, so we just thought, you know what, bring her back for the bingo. And so that has got a great reaction since we said we're bringing her back. And then Mickey's is the night before Pride, the usual. Mickey Martin's have pulled out all the stops this year. I'm very excited. I always get excited about Mickey's. It's the one event, I think, pub event and stuff that I don't have, I get an influence in it, I chat about it, but I don't have to do the bookings, I don't have to do anything bar turn up and enjoy. Yeah, and I love that about Deirdre. And then Saturday's the big day. Yeah. And this year, for the first time, we're bringing, for the Sunday, because I noticed we keep forgetting to highlight our Sunday. Our Sunday this year is in Mickey Martin's. And the idea came behind, we were doing a closing, wind down, chill kind of thing. And when I spoke with older generations of the gay community, ones that would have taken part in Dublin parades, when they first started, before it became this big fashionable thing and they were getting booed going up the streets, they told me Gay Pride, we had a conversation about how far Gay Pride has come. and a big festival behind it now compared to when they started protesting. And they told me that Gay Pride back then to them was they would turn up, do the protest, and they'd go to this field or whatever, and they had music and they had picnics. So it was like a Gay Pride picnic. So Mickey Martins and myself sat down and spoke about this. So they've the grass out and everything. So on the Saturday, we're actually having a barbecue, picnic, wind down, chill out in Mickey's, and historian chats with Sharon Slater. Well, hopefully that's not confirmed, but them kind of bits, yeah. So we're trying to get all of it this year, especially with being Stonewall. I just thought it'd be a great year to bring it back. And I've been encouraging and throwing that word out to even all the older ones, saying, come and support it, and if there's great support this year, it's something we could keep, you know. So.
And just get bigger and better every single year. I'll tell you, I'm already so excited for everything. Lisa Daly, thank you so much for chatting to Limerick Post today.
No problem, my pleasure. Thanks very much, and happy Pride! Yay!
I'm now joined by Jess of Limerick Printmakers, where, as you can see inside the window, it's very busy and all the printing taking place. What an incredible thing you're doing by opening your doors, letting people come in and printing for free for Limerick Pride.
Absolutely, it's a big part of what we do. We've worked with loads of community groups, schools, private groups over the last 5 years, where we invite them into the studio to printmake with us, or we can go to their location and deliver printmaking workshops for them. For us, Pride is really special. It's another community that we love to engage with. It's really important that they're visible, and in a very practical sense, printmaking and helping people printmake onto t-shirts and flags and signs is a very obvious way of making Pride Week in Limerick really, really visible for them.
I know, I'm so excited. I have my t-shirt now ready to go, and I think that's what it's all about. It's about making Limerick absolutely so bright with the rainbow flags, with the rainbow colours all over the place. So it must be lovely to be part of that.
It is very much so. It got a real feel-good factor for us as well. Obviously, not to take away from, we're aware of, like, this year is the 50th anniversary of the Stonewall riots, so while things have come on so much, there's still a long way to go, and anything we could do to help in terms of, as I said, reinforcing the visibility and the fun that's around the week, the buzz it gives to the city and to the populations that live in the city, not just people who fall within the spectrum, but all their supporters, allies and friends as well.
It's absolutely incredible. Now, we are in the idyllic setting here of John Square. Every time I walk through here, I'm like, it's so lovely and so pretty, and you have your studio here. Can you tell me about Limerick Printmakers?
So basically, we're delighted to be here. We have been here since 2014. Now, this year we have been in previous locations previous to this. We have been, this year's our 20th anniversary, so we've been celebrating all year long.
Why not?
Pride is a great part of that as well. So we're a printmaking studio with over 65 members, people from graduates up to very established artists. We also open our doors to everyone from beginners up to people who know a little bit about printmaking through our adult courses, our community engagement programs and our kids classes as well. So we try and engage with as many communities as possible. We feel very embedded in the square, we feel very embedded in Limerick as well.
It's absolutely brilliant. I think as well with the art college being here, Limerick is so artsy and has this really creative flair that maybe not so many people from outside Limerick really know about until you step in and you see what we've got to offer so much.
I would agree with that very much. So I think there's a really, really strong visual art scene and general art scene in Limerick. We're very lucky in that the art college is a great partner of ours, and there are several other artist studios such as Spacecraft, Context Studios in Limerick as well, and along with ourselves, that I think really help to add to the vibrancy of the scene itself. Yeah,
it's absolutely incredible. Jess, thank you so much for chatting to the Limerick Post.
Thanks
and happy Pride.
Happy Pride to you, Meghann. Thanks a million.